Hello and welcome back to Wreckfest, and this game's most recent update added a new track, and it's called Rally Trophy, and it is a rally track, and well, the reason that they added it, and the reason it's called Rally Trophy, is because it is a reference to the 2001 game by Bugbear, the developers of Wreckfest, called Rally Trophy, and so they've basically added a track from that, or I guess probably recreated it because it probably was a completely different system, but they've made it and added it to Wreckfest. Now, the graphics of it aren't that great, but that's because it's a replica of something from 2001, so that's not exactly surprising, but it is by far the longest track in the game because it's 7.44 miles. Now, of course, I couldn't just drive this in anything sensible. I'm driving it in buses. But the AIs around this track, well, it's quite long and the AI is not perfect, so I'm going to give the AI a few seconds of head start. I'll just give the leader 5 seconds of head start, because they're not that slow. I mean, they're quite slow, but they could be slower. Apparently this track really doesn't like being recorded. That is interesting, because I mean it's not exactly a graphically intensive track. I guess it's just long, and the game's like, I got a lot of stuff to render here, a lot of stuff to render. Even though the textures aren't great, and there aren't exactly any, well, there's like grass. I was going to say there aren't exactly any meshes. I mean there are some, there is grass. I guess having 24 school buses is just sort of kind of too much for the game to render. But as you can see, it is a rally track. Normally you would be taking it a bit faster than a bus speed, and I have driven it in rally cars and all that sort of thing, and it works really well. It is a good track, but well, that doesn't make for the most exciting of videos me not talking and concentrating very hard on driving a rally car. So, well, I went and got the good old school bus out, because you can never really go wrong with a school bus, except perhaps if you're my GPU, which does seem to be having some slight difficulties. Also, the fact they fall over is amazing. You sort of nudge the AIs and they just go, okay, I'm gonna fall over now. But you can literally just go, hey, would you mind falling over? I crashed into a tree, it didn't work, really. As soon as I say fall over, it stops falling over. But you just sort of tap them gently and they fall over. Although that is not the object or the intention of this race. This race is not the make all the AIs fall over race. This is the can I actually win a race in school buses when some of the AIs have faster buses than me, and I've given the leader a 5-second head start. So as you can see, the AIs are fairly good around this track. They don't do any wonky stupid things and crash into stuff too much. I mean, they're not perfect. There are some places where they don't judge the corner. There is one specific corner that they just have so much difficulty navigating. And sometimes they seem to get a bit terrified of you. Like that, you see, I did not push them that hard. I sort of just tap on the back and sent the AI into a spin. AIs aren't particularly great when you try and pit maneuver them. They just go, okay, I'm going to spin. It's like, no, you're not supposed to just give up. So on Apex, give the AI a horrible time, as you do. I have seen one of the AIs jump into that group of spectators. Like on the outside, they went wide on the outside, and then it went and jumped and went into the spectators. Of course, this is Wreckfest, so if you try and hit the spectators, you just sort of do the magic teleporty thing and get reset, and that's a tree. Yeah, the grip here, it's dirt here, but it's got like, it seems different to normal Wreckfest surfaces. You go on the grass and it's like ice. You just slide the whole time. You touch it and you just suddenly can't drive. To make everything understeer. So you don't want to go on the grass too much. A little bit of grass is fine. Too far on the grass, bad times happen. It is quite a good simulation of old racing games, or mobile racing games. The physics is based off where you are, not what the terrain actually is. Like if you go off the track a little bit here, I'll be fine. You can literally see a little line. You can see the line where the available to be driven on terrain ends and the you have no grip terrain begins. Epic drift in a bus. But as you can see, I've been going for 5 minutes now and I haven't even completed the lap. It is a lapped track. All the tracks in this game are lapped. And I'm pretty sure you can go up to 50 laps, and my best speed for this track is just over 6 minutes. Yeah, that's quite a long time. It is really long compared to any other track in this game. And that is cool, nice to have a long track. But it also means I have never run this track lapped, and I doubt I will for a long time. But if you wanted to, you could have 50 laps around the 6 minute track. In fact, you could get like a D-class car and try and do 50 laps around here. It would probably take you at least 10 minutes for a lap, and you would probably wreck it frequently, which would be a problem. You just wouldn't survive it, because the bumps here are nasty. Like in the bus with softest suspension, it absorbs everything. Well, I say everything. It absorbs a lot of stuff. But with the more sporty cars, they smash themselves on the floor. They can take damage. They can spin just because they hit the floor. But I mean, the next vehicle I'm gonna drive is not gonna have that issue. But that was not a perfect drift. I mean, I won. I had tested this a few times. The time I record it, I win. 6:46. Technically my best lap, because that's my time, even though I actually gave the a good chunk of head start, so my lap time was quicker than that. But let's try something else around the track. Here I have the good old Bugzilla, also known as a buggy with big chunky tyres. Now I'm going to give the AI a head start again. Not as long, because all the AIs have A-class cars and my car's in C-class, so I'll just give them a couple of seconds. Okay, the AIs have actually run off really fast. They're getting 10 seconds without even me intending to. Guess the buses are just slower. So I'm just going to sort of tag along the back of the field and attempt to make some positions. Yes, as you can see, all the AIs are actually faster in a straight line. I'm in 23rd, I'm not on this list, but we can just sort of scroll down here. My car is 131, the AIs are 238. AIs will be significantly faster than me. I just have to hope I can drive better and not have a massive accident like the yellow one over there. All the AIs are just in trees. The AIs, when it comes to Bugzilla, just completely fail to judge how big it is. Anytime you give the AIs Bugzilla, they just clip the tyres on things. I mean, the tyres do have wonky hitboxes, yes, but the tyres have hitboxes smaller than what they look like. The AIs treat it like they don't have hitboxes and then find out that they do. Ooh, we bounced wonkily through that one. Ah, faster vehicle has appeared from behind me, and we are going to hit a tree. How did I not hit a tree? I hit a tree. Was forced. Okay, we've got some toe on the back left wheel. Actually, no, there are bigger problems. Like, you know, the fact that it's indented. I have indented the wheel. There is, of course, a tournament for this track, and you drive. They added, well, you drive a version of the Boomer RS with the new tournament reward, fancy rally-looking thing for it, which I bought because it looks cool. You get rally lights in the front of your Boomer RS. You just get an A-class Boomer RS, and you've got to do it in like 640 for bronze, 609 for silver, and what was it? It was 553 for gold. It's like, I have tried it like 10 times, and I have failed it at least 20 more, and I cannot get the gold. The best I have is what is it? What, 603, I think? That is my best time for the track in total, and please stop pushing me. I managed to get the 603 with the A-class Boomer RS, and that gets me silver, but there's no way I'm getting gold. Not a chance. And then I got my my B-class, what is it, Speed Demon? Very nice car. Drives amazingly. And then did a 606 in it. It's a class down. But yes, this is the corner that the AI can't do. There's just always a ton of cars in the wall there. Apparently they can't do that one either. They just sort of seem to get connected together. Or not, they just go really wide on their own. I don't like having this one behind me. I mean, it's fun when the AI is driving faster cars than you, because they actually put up a bit of a fight. You actually have to defend against them rather than just drive normally and they don't bother trying. Other than torpedoing you occasionally. But it is a bit disconcerting to see a spiky roof just appear into view and try and pit maneuver you. Because that is the AI's overtaking strategy. Pit maneuver and hope. Oh, that's a bit sideways. The AI got a legitimate overtake. I'm worried. The day the AI start getting legitimate overtakes is the day that the AI will start taking over the planet. Although I just gained like 7 positions because all the AIs had to crash into a wall. Never mind, that won't be happening anytime soon. Don't worry, the Wreckfest AIs aren't going to be taking over the planet anytime soon. Although, the warning sign they are is when they start doing legitimate overtakes. Also, where is first place? Because I'm 4th, there's 3rd, there's 2nd. Where on earth is 1st? Like, 1st isn't even on my radar. 1st is 30 seconds ahead. How has 1st got that lead? And it's just going up all the time. I guess that's what happens when I'm driving a literally slower car. The AI just run off. Also, the AI at the front has probably not taken the risks that the AIs around me have. Yep, thanks, that was real nice. I mean, I have to say, thanks for driving yourself into a tree. Although I might have to get my own compensation as well. Where did that appear from? Oh no. I have misjudged the corner. So has that AI. That one didn't. That one misjudged my existence though. I seem to have simply made a thin version. How have you won already? That is ridiculous. Oh no, I misjudged the tyres. I'm getting over here, out of the way of the AI's racing line. Because otherwise I will be smashed into. Like that. Only worse. Yep, that's the fence you just drove onto. Hey, I tried to climb the fence and attack the spectators with a monster truck covered in spikes. Yeah, the spikes wouldn't be covered in fake blood, they'd stop being covered in real blood if the AI did that. Yes, so we're coming up to the finish line, but the leader AI was finished so long ago. was a good call. No, you're... No. Never mind. AI got past me. 14th. 6 minutes 50. It's C-class, okay? What are you expecting? But the timings here. We have a 5:57 from the AI driving a Bugzilla. That is the best I have seen the AI do. Like that time is better than my best around this track, and that's worrying. Although to be honest, this track is very hard to get a good best time on because it's so long. There's so many places that you'd have a mistake if you're driving your car, trying to drive your car fast. But that AI got 20 seconds faster than the next AI. That is ridiculous. Almost a minute faster than me, and I'm driving a car that's 2 classes below. But that's good going from the AI. That AI will be taking over the world. The rest of them will be crashing into trees. That AI is gonna do well in life. But that's gonna be it for this video, so thank you for watching. Don't get distracted, go subscribe now, and until next time, goodbye.